Hey guys, so your homework or your lesson for 7-3 day 2 is you have parallel lines with a transversal, and instead of just having a simple number in the labeling, you have algebraic expressions. Okay, and your main mission, guys, is to set up and solve for x correctly and then find the measures of the angles. So in this diagram, there's two ways to set up the equation. Either the two angles are supplementary, in other words, you have one acute and one obtuse, or they're congruent. Now they could be congruent for 4 different reasons. They could be vertical, they could be corresponding, they could be alternate interior, or they could be alternate exterior. And we went over all those definitions yesterday, but I will reinforce them today with each problem that we do. So you have to decide what's going on in the picture before you set up an equation. So if I am looking at 2x, okay, I say to myself, well, that's acute. And if I'm looking at 5x plus 40, well, that's obtuse. They are different. So in class, I had you color code those with different colors to make it stand out that those are different angles. They are not the same. And that helps me when I go to set this up. So 2x and 5x plus 40 are my angles. And then because they are different, that's what tells me they are supplementary. So I will put plus and equals 180. And then from there, okay, I'm just going to solve like I've been doing. 2x plus 5x is 7x. Bring down plus 4. Oh, my pen's not going to cooperate. Plus 40 equals 180. Solve your basic 2-step. And I have x, but I'm not done because I don't know what the angles are yet. One of the angles was 2x, so 2 times 20, that's 40. And the other angle is 5x plus 40. So 5 times 20 plus 40. That's 140. So how do I know I did this right? Because 40 and 140 add up to 180. So x is 20. Okay. So on your test or quiz for this, I'm going to give 5 points for this question. Right now you have 4 of the points. But you also have to tell me the vocabulary word for why did you set up the angles this way. I set them up this way because they are supplementary. They add up to 180. That's what supplementary means. Okay? All right, in my next diagram, I've got this angle here that's labeled, and that's acute. And I have this angle over here that's labeled. That's acute. Since they are both acute, I'm going to color them in the same color. And the point of that is to reinforce. The color coding reinforces whether the angles are the same or not the same. So then I've got 4x plus 14 and 2x plus 32. And because I colored them the same, it tells me they're equal to each other. So that's the type of equation I'm going to set up. Okay, so then I will subtract 2x off both sides. And get x equals 9. Then sub in 4 times 9 plus 14 is 50. And 2 times 9 plus 32 is 50. And I know I did this right because the angles are the same. They're supposed to come out the same. They're congruent. So 50 and 50 and x equaled 9. Okay, now why were they congruent? Well, it could be vertical, corresponding, alternate interior, or alternate exterior. And in this case, it is vertical. And if you're not sure what it's supposed to be in class today, remember we made a chart. And this chart is useful for more than just today's homework. All right. For today's homework, we're going to focus on the parts of the chart that contain the parallel lines cut by a transversal. So when you color in angles that are two different colors, that's going to tell you supplementary. If you color the angles in the same, it could be any one of these 4 vocabulary words. It could be vertical. It could be alternate interior. It could be alternate exterior. It could be corresponding. You have to look at how did you color and match it up with one of these examples. Okay? To know your vocabulary word. Okay, next one. 2x plus 4. Well, that's an acute angle. And 4x plus 32, oh, that's an obtuse angle. They are different. So this one I will color one color, and this one I will color a different color. And the coloring, like I said, is to help us set up the equation correctly. They are different angles. So 2x plus 4 and 4x plus 32. All right, they're different, so I'm not going to put an equal sign. That means they add up to 180. Okay, that makes these supplementary. Now, on this video, I am not going to spend any time solving equation after equation after equation, because the equations don't get solved any differently. All right, so if you don't know how to solve it when it's equal to 180, then rewind to the one I did a few minutes ago that was 180. If you didn't know how to solve when variables are on both sides, rewind to that. I'm going to focus the rest of this video on just recognizing how to set the equation up to start with. And from there, you should be all set. Okay, in our next diagram, we've got 5x plus 4, that's acute. And we have 3x plus 24. That's acute. So because they're both acute, they are the same. And if they are the same, I set them equal to each other. And the degrees in the end of both angles should come out the same. Okay, the next one. 8x plus 24, that's oh, I forgot. Okay, let's go back to vocabulary. Wait a second. 5x plus 4 and 3x plus 24, they are both inside the parallel lines. So this is alternate interior. Alternate interior. Okay, back to this one. Okay. 8x plus 24 is obtuse. 5x plus 54 is obtuse. They are the same, so I will color them the same color to reinforce that 8x plus 24 and 5x plus 54 are equal. Okay, why are they equal? They are corresponding, which means they are in the same position up top as on bottom. Okay, so 8x plus 24. If I look at this x right here, it's in this section of the intersection, and 5x plus 54 is in the very same section of the bottom intersection. Okay, so that's corresponding. $13m is acute. 6m plus 14 is acute. They're both acute, so I color them the same color, and that helps me to set this up correctly. Now both angles are on the outside and they're both congruent to each other, so this is alternate exterior. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.